morning and welcome to today's episode of NWCR's Removing a Liberal Blindfold for this, the 8th day of July in the year of our Lord 2025. It seems the left is finally getting it from their own voters. This is interesting as the Dems now have to realize their fear-mongering is backfiring. From Western Journal comes this one. Democratic lawmakers disturbed as their own voters demand violence. There needs to be blood. I think they are starting to realize the trouble is coming, but do they realize it is of their own making? Please subscribe to our updates and our weekly show on Podbean. These updates are recorded and placed on Rumble and YouTube. Listen to the end and like and subscribe to them so we can get raised in the ratings of places like Google. And thank you in advance. Democratic lawmakers are getting a harsh reality check, according to a new Axios report that claims many of their voters want violence. Not just any old Democratic Party violence either, but the blood of the electorate. Axios quoted several Democrats who were stunned by the rhetoric they're now hearing from their own base in a piece that was published early Monday morning. One of the 9 House Democrats who spoke to Axios off the record said, quote, "Some of them have suggested what we really need to do is be willing to get shot," unquote. The lawmaker added, quote, "Our own base is telling us that what we're doing is not good enough, that there needs to be blood to grab the attention of the press and the public," unquote. These weren't isolated statements. Axios noted that multiple Democratic lawmakers and aides said they were alarmed by the number of rank-and-file party voters who had told them in recent months that violence was the answer to what they viewed as America's political crisis. The publication added that some of these voters said they were fed up with what they viewed as a system that is stacked against them. All I can say is it's about time. Statements Democrats were willing to make without their name attached to them include, but are not limited to, civility isn't working, prepare for violence to fight to protect our democracy. It's like the Roman Colosseum. People just want more and more of this spectacle. What I have seen is a demand that we get ourselves arrested intentionally or allow ourselves to be victims of violence, and a lot of times that's coming from economically very secure white people. No one should be surprised that so-called progressive voters are experiencing bloodlust. For nearly a decade, Democrats have pushed non-stop doomsday rhetoric about President Donald Trump and the conservative movement. They've compared him to Hitler. They've called him a dictator. They've claimed without evidence that the country is experiencing a death rattle. These people incited not one, but 2 assassination attempts against Trump last summer that we know of. Now Democrats are realizing that their constantly crying wolf and stoking fear has led much of their base to take them seriously. Axios reported that lawmakers who have faced the brunt of violent opponents are trying to calm tensions, but the damage is done. This is what happens when partisan media and elected officials normalize panic and desensitize imbalanced people to violence. It's liberal voters egged on by years of apocalyptic headlines, outright lies, and wild accusations. The left is reaping what it sowed, and its elected officials are afraid of the monster that they've created. And now we'll remove the liberal blindfold. The left has got to stop all of this fear-mongering and inciting to violence that they have been doing over the last decade or more. It is about to backfire on them. From the Bible it says from Proverbs 29 verse 12, "If a ruler listens to falsehoods, all his officials will be wicked." This verse says a lot about the wickedness of the Democrat Party and why it is insane they keep being voted into office. James Madison wrote in the Federalist Papers, number 51, "If men were angels, no government would be necessary. If angels were to govern men, neither external nor internal controls on government would be necessary," highlighting the inherent risk of corruption in human nature and the need for structural safeguards. The Founding Fathers warned us all the time of letting government get too big as it is today. Yet the way it is today is considered normal to the left. Folks, it is not. Thank you for watching, and as I will always say, we shall not be ruled. NWCR is heard through Conservative Nation Media, or CNM, from behind that silver microphone of freedom with the voice of reason in this increasingly unreasonable world, where America always wins. Again, please subscribe to my video accounts on Rumble and YouTube, and listen to our weekly show heard every Friday on Podbean at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. The truth needs to be told so we can save this nation from the tyranny of the left. Have a good day, and God bless you all.